Okay, welcome in, welcome in. Let's change that real quick. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. What's happening, everybody? It's a Monday. We tried to do this a little later in the day, give you some time to come in, yet also take full advantage of where we are right now with the market. That's what this is, right? The market watch. We're here for you. We're going to use the OddsShopper Premium tool. I am here. Find you the best plays, the best value across the board. It's that easy. It's that simple. We keep telling you, yeah, you can join 70% off, all the great stuff. It's going to be right there for you. I'm sorry, I got to just sneak it in. It's less than a cup of coffee a day. A day. Let's beat the market, shall we? You want home run plays. That's the thing, right? So I always like to put the home run plays up here, big picture right away, and then we'll go from there. Do we have any? Brenton Doyle. Here we go. Right away, you can see this. Brenton Doyle, Ahmed Rosario, MJ Melendez, Dalton Varsho. All right, a couple of guys that pop, including Eddie O 2 times over. So why do we start with home run plays right away? These are long shots. These are gigantic numbers because you can gain some value if you know what you're betting. So on FanDuel, plus 628 for Brenton Doyle to go long, plus 680. That's the number on FanDuel. So you're ahead of the true market, right? Like you're ahead of it right now. On top of that, below, you see PointsBet at 5-1, DraftKings at 5-1, BetMGM, Caesars even below that. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Just looking at the difference here, it's going to be the same thing for everybody. Now, this is just home run stuff. Right away, it's home run stuff. And that's why I put it in there. But look, we show you this stuff also because it's how you beat the market. It's super easy. We wouldn't do this without it. Hey, we're getting close, right? Like first pitch, stuff like that. If you have names, if you have a situation, if you have a first inning run, like something that we can look up here to see if it beats the market, you let me know. Okay? You let me know. Because even right now, 640, we've got 3 games at 640 Eastern leading up, including the Phillies and the Orioles. And dare I say, I like the Orioles. I like the Orioles. Am I supposed to say that? I'm sorry. Well, I'm in Philly, but, who cares? That's honestly, if you want to look at this, and I'll bring up the actual, like the page itself. So these are the best bets that we have. College football is across the board right now, jumping out. That's great. But Willie Ames from Charles in Charge is in here. Under a half run scored. Joey Weimer, under a half hit. Sugar House, Bet Rivers, basically the same book. Here you go, Yelich. So we've got a couple of guys in this Milwaukee-Cincinnati game that pop. We'll just bruise through, if you will, the college football. Darian Blanco. All right, here you go. Kansas City, Cleveland. This is just over an hour. To record a run on FanDuel, Blanco is business, okay? And he's beating the market at plus 166. Oh, look at all this college football. Look at all this college football. All right, now we got something here. Here's our first bet to sweat, okay? Our number one bet to sweat comes in the form of Jose Barrios. All right, now if you're here, thumbs up, subscribe. We appreciate that. The comments are open. You can let me have it, the good, the bad, the ugly. You want us to search through stuff, that's fine. We'll keep circling back. We'll build a parlay. We'll do some fun stuff, hopefully winning stuff, right, before we get out of here. But, the numbers are the numbers. Jose Barrios comes into town here. First off, we're getting a fantastic number. So go ahead and bet this right now. That's what we do. Let me get on over to my FanDuel app. Jump in. Minus 122. You've got a pretty good OS rating of 6. The EV at 4%. What does all this mean? Very simple. The next best number you can get for Jose Barrios staying under 5.5 Ks is 159 compared to minus 122. 159 compared to minus 122. So go ahead. I'm doing it right now. Minus 122. Bet it. It's probably going to be like, what, 62 or so to win 50, 61. 61 to win 50. All right. 0.61 to win a half unit. That's our first bet to sweat right here. You can put as much as you want on it. I'm just giving you the number 122 to win 1. If you want to break it into half or full. Now, if you want to look at this from a statistical, from an analytical standpoint, which we don't need because we're just beating the market, that's all that really matters here. You've got a Dodgers lineup that has maybe two guys that would be really concerning that he may face early that would strike out, but there's so much contact, too, that comes with it. Serious slugging that comes with it. Mookie right there at the top. I mean, this is not easy for a guy in Barrios who enters this game, granted, with a 23.4 K rate, but the 259 X batting, the 331 X WOBA, these are not great numbers. Not at all. And you could take advantage of that. And I think that's what we're going to do. And look at all this. Look at all this. Grichuk. That's not a bad play, by the way. This is not a bad play. Do we dare go Randall as our second bet to sweat? Now, again, we've had conversations about this, so there have been people that have looked at this and thought, nah, I'd rather get something else. Rather not go Bryce Harper, rather go somebody other than that. Grichuk here, under 1.5 total bags at DraftKings. That's a pretty damn good bet. Colorado should get stifled. Let's see if there's anything else we like. Anything else? I'm looking around. Some of these are longer, right? Boy, look at that Fresno State plus 6.5. Oof. You at 7.5 Ks. I am intrigued here. I'm guessing. See, even FanDuel has that. That's not bad. I don't want to fade you Darvish tonight, though. I don't have to fade you Darvish. I don't have to bet any of this. I could just show you what we have and say, we move on. We move on. But if you look at the board here, there isn't a ton. Stephen Kwan was on a tear with the game yesterday against Aaron Nola. Does he maintain? How about a run there for Nolan Arenado? Boy, St. Louis has really struggled with Adam Wainwright on the hill. Meanwhile, Arizona has been cooking here on Monday, especially in July. Arenado doing his own dirty work. Maybe a solo shot. Boy, look at FanDuel. See, look at FanDuel. Plus 102, and they're still squeezing 2 pennies out of you. Caesars, you got to be out of your freaking mind. You seriously, you have to be deranged to bet this bet on Caesars. Well, what's wrong with you? And if you have a cash out that's less of what you put in, it's because you took less of what the market value is. How come every time I put in there, I get this cash out? Because they know. They know you took a bad one. There's some home runs that pop. Joey Gallo pops. I don't hate that. We just need a second bet to sweat. I think it's Grichuk. I really do. I think it's Randall Grichuk right now. Under 1.5 total bags. This is not easy for Colorado. I mean, I know they have their little spurts every now and again when everybody's just finished writing them off. Patrick Corbin doesn't automatically mean a smash fest. Our lineups are out right now. Grichuk's been hitting okay here. Boy, this is I don't think it's a bad bet. Let me put it this way. I mean, look, statistically or mathematically, it's a great bet. It's just a fantastic bet. It's a matter of if you want to push this thing for Grichuk as our second bet to sweat. I think we can. I do. I think we can. Under 1.5 total bags. All right. Get on over to DraftKings. Hold on to your lug nuts. Let's do it. Make sure that we can get in. I think at minus 105, I'd be shocked if anybody else dropped this. And look, Caesars, okay, at least Caesars has something that they can look themselves in the mirror because they're not the worst of the worst. You've got Bet Rivers, Sugar House, and Unibet combining for that. But this game is right around the corner. Lineups are out. We know Jake Bird is in the house there. All right, we'll go under 1.5 total bags. Our second bet to sweat for the night. First one being under K's. Oof. Randall right now. Don't let us down. Especially at that 105 price that we know we're getting that great deal with. All right. 52.50 to win 50. In case you're wondering at home, that's what we do. Let's check the home runs again one more time. Got to build a parlay before we get out of here, I would think, right? I would think. Here we go. Dayron Blanco. Now, Dayron Blanco right now, plus 185 to record a run. Anything sooner here? What about these 640 games? Show me 640. Show me. Okay, how about this? Oh, this is a great bet. This is a fantastic bet. Which one is it? We may have to extend now and have a third for the first time in show history bet to sweat. Yeah, okay, I'm in on this. Just making sure that there were some other books, notable books, not, hey, man, checkmeout.com, where you can place a wager. But FanDuel, if they still have this up, this is a fantastic bet because you're getting even money where everywhere else, including the true market, mind you, everywhere else, including the true market, you're asked to spend to bet this. But instead, on FanDuel, if you just go to that Royals game, another one here that I think we can take advantage of. It moved. Damn it. Move for me. It's at minus 115. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. Hopefully for you, you still have that because you see how fast it took me to look that up, and that sucker was gone. You know, you have some advantages here. Colin Rhea, Milwaukee, want to go under 4.5 Ks. We're already locked in. I'll let you know if I see anything else. The under 9.5 for the Phillies, Orioles. You are getting a little bit of a break there at minus 105. I mean, you could technically run some sort of parlay here within this, too. Under 9.5 is now at minus 110. This stuff is just moving, man. Let me go ahead and redo this just in case. It moves so fast. If you don't check it like immediately or have the app open, and I'm doing it while talking, I get it. Priest back in the house. Under 3.5 Ks. If you can bet that on PointsBet. Okay, let's take a look at this. Minus 125, 3.5. We know the true value is at 40. Okay, a lot of books are under that. So it may not look like a great deal, but the reality is it is because you don't march it up against the other books and say, all right, compare. You march it up against is what we see here. Minus 140. I don't know, man. I think we're okay right now. I'm not going to fade Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber. What do you have? Bradish on the mound? Oh, no, Dean Kremer on the mound tonight. He's not pitching in Yankee Stadium. Dean Kremer is very vulnerable. I don't think I want to mess with this. I don't think I want to mess with any unders in this baseball game, including the total, mind you. In fact, I think I would look at the over first 5 in that Royals-Phillies game and see what I can pull. All right. Let's build a parlay on the way out. Let's do it. Any names you want me to look up? Anything you have? I'm here for you. The Chalkboard app above, we remind you, sign up. Come on in. It's free. You get to chill with Laffy and Ehrberg. They technically run the show, but it's free. I don't know if you can see this gash in my head. You see this thing? It just happened like a minute before the show. I mean, I'm balding. You know that. So I don't really want to hide what I can't. But do you see this thing? Now, people are going to blame this on my kid, but it's not the case. So what happened is we're doing this construction in the house, and it's not like it's voluntary. And the kitchen or this dining room that we have, normally there's a table right below a hanging chandelier, if you will. And because the table has been moved and this new like small area is our only area where we can eat, where we can drink, where we can sit outside of this kid room that we have where my son just, dominates. Look at this gash. Look at this thing. This thing was bleeding pretty bad before. So I was racing to get in here and I climbed over the kid gate and bang, there goes my head. You're seeing how bad it looked on here. I got TV in 2 days. I had it tomorrow, but thank God. Unbelievable. Let's build a parlay, shall we? Shall we? Where would you like to go? I mean, 7%. I like to see where we start. Caesar's at 6 because we're going to move some stuff around. So it's great to have a good starting point. Okay, we have a good starting point at 26. I'm just curious. Humor me, DraftKings. What do we got? 18. That's not bad. I can work with that. Let's get the college football out of here. Look at this. Randall is in the house. Don't we love that? Okay, Quinn Priester is a good bet. We know that it's not the points bet, but it's a good bet. Let's do that. Man, Quinn Priester. Can I just take a look at this? This is his second career start, right? I know that he had that first one that didn't really go necessarily according to plan, but here we go. Yeah, the one start. Okay. 2Ks, 5 1/3. You're going up against San Diego at San Diego. I think I'm okay with this. This is your parlay. All right. We have 2 bets to sweat, and now you get a parlay to sweat. All free here, courtesy of the tool. This is plus 437, and this is on DraftKings. All right. I'm going to let this thing hang while we build. So, Grichuk, you should already have that sucker up there. You can head on over to that Angels and Detroit game. Angels on the road in Detroit. Go ahead and punch Detroit at plus 1.5, especially at minus 180. That's the number that we're getting. And then the last one here is Pittsburgh. Quinn Priester on the road. Tough one. Tough one for your boy, the Priest, man. Priest, nowhere near top 3 priests, just in general. All right, plus 437. That's what I have. I'm punching it in. Here we go. All right. You can put a quarter unit down. You can put a half unit down. We got it. We got Grichuk solo. We got this 3-leg. And, of course, we have our K prop there that we worked as well. And that's going to be fine. Jose Barrios under 5.5 Ks is fantastic. Those are your 3. Look at that. Joey B, man, I'm telling you, look at this thing. Look at this thing. All right, Braylon Morales, appreciate you. Let's see what the tool says. Let's see what the tool says. I am curious. I would think yes, but let's see if there's anything at all here from an EV standpoint. There may not be. That's fine. Okay. At Tampa Bay. I mean, if you just want to look at it without the market, because we don't have a market play on this right now. So let's you and I talk this through, right? I would be inclined, yes, to go under this number. Miami is miserable right now. There's no real way around that. So I think when you just look at the schedule as a whole, not fantastic by any means. So you're waiting a day for this game, right? Tuesday. We'll be back to see if anything pops, but I would be inclined. I don't think you need to jump in right now early either. I think you can just let this thing sit and see what we have. But yeah. Oh, Mariners. I thought you were looking at the Marlins game. Jeez, Braylon, I'm sorry. Let's start over. Braylon Morales asking about the under on the Mariners game. Yes, that I actually do like a lot. Now, I think you're going to get, first off, we had this NRFI Ryan Yarbrough, right, or Luis Castillo versus Kenta Maeda. I love the K prop for Maeda by all means. And you're dealing with a 28.5 to 7K to walk rate, 27 to 7, 6.3K to walk rate for Castillo. I know he's been struggling against lefties, and that should be a concern, but you do have this balance of a guy who strikes a lot of people out and Seattle who is interested in striking out. So I actually think that makes sense, and you have a pretty good balance here. So, yes, chalk it up. Let's go under that. Now, again, we go to the Mariners and see if there is anything that pops for this game, or really what pops in this game. Now, look at this. You're going to say right away, like, oh, my God, the over. The over is fine if you wanted to go over 7.5. But the reality is on Caesars, although this is a 0 EV, I still think that there is value here. I still think that you can squeeze in because you know that the only real value for going over is at 7.5. But we found this here for you at under. All right, here's the deal. Okay, just because I trust you, I trust the tool, I trust our working relationship that you're going to hit me with a thumbs up, that you're going to subscribe, all the fun stuff. Let's go to Caesars. Let's bet this. All right. We know that we're getting a bad number in the sense of we're losing a penny. We know that. But we also have a chance here to take advantage of something that just makes sense. You see, Braylon, great one. I'm with you on this 100%. Let's go ahead and find this sucker and bet it. So that's all you need to do. Minus 110 there in it. All right. You got your parlay, you got your 2 bets to sweat, and your bonus play on the way out. You know it, Joey B. The gear, man. It's the gear. That was really just a chance to flex the hat. But my God, look at this thing. All right. I got to stop the bleeding. Love it. Braylon, thank you. That's what this is all about. Appreciate you big time. We love you all out there. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to keep this thing going at 6 o'clock, all right? You want home run plays? All of you here on the way out. Look, I'm going to make you a deal, okay? I'm going to show you our latest up-to-date home run plays. I'm just going to show you, as Braylon did, what we have right now. Below, bang, all right? 70% off. That's less than a cup of coffee a day. Come on in, hang out. As promised, let's go to the home run plays before we leave, all right? That's all. No. I'd like home run plays, please. There you go. Hit me with the EV. 70% off your first month. Less than a cup of coffee. Brenton Doyle, home run. Matt Chapman, sign me up. All right, there we go. That Priester prop. Love it. Just fantastic stuff here. Edward Olivares. Yeah, we'll take you. We'll take you, Eddie-O. MJ Melendez, Joey Gallo. All home run plays, all for you for being here. All right. Appreciate you big time. That's why we're here for you. Joey B, Braylon, and the rest of you out here. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.